Hello everyone. In this video we are going to look at Web Client SDK, which is one of the options provided by Sitecore Content Hub to connect the environments. So this is a .NET core related SDK. Let's see what are the steps involved to connect to the environment using Web Client SDK. I wrote down steps here. First we need to create a OAuth client in the Content Hub, and then we need to have a user. Both these are required for the authentication purpose for the Web Client, using Web Client SDK. Next is for your Visual Studio, we need to add a NuGet public feed. The Web Client SDK is one, and we can write a VS project and just write a code to connect and test the connection. Let's see first steps. First two I already done, but just quickly have a look at it. So I had logged in already to the environment. Let's browse. Let's go to the OAuth client. So manage section, and I'm searching for OAuth clients. So I have already created a web client test. Let's just quickly look at it. So we need to give a name, client ID and client secret. We can give some random numbers as well, just to properly safeguard, but just for the demo purpose I just created client ID and client secret. Redirect URL plays very crucial role when you are connecting from the different system using any connectors. Suppose if you are connecting through Logic App, once you log in, it need to redirect back to that Logic App URL. So in that cases, and also for the other connectors. But in our case, we are just trying to connect it through the code and just test the connection. So I just gave the same URL, save this. And second piece is we need to go to, we have to go to create user. So I have already created user as well. Let's go to, again, manage section and just search for the users. And I did create a web client user here. So you can use a normal user as well, but just for this purpose I created dedicated user for this connection. So I created web client user and just a user group I provided everyone. So I just reset the password. So all I have now is client ID, client secret, and username and password, for which we require for the Web Client SDK. Now, third step is add NuGet public feed source. Let's open for that. Let's open 2019 Visual Studio. So I have opened Visual Studio. Let's create a new project. For this purpose, I mean, we can just create a console application. Okay, console, .NET Core console. Next, and we can write project dot web client SDK. So just project dot web client SDK, create. Yeah, so project is created. We can get the public feed URL from the documentation, Stylabs documentation. Previously it was a private feed, but later this made it as a public feed. Now as it's public feed, we can just add this as a source. I can just copy this link, but I already added the source in my system, in my Visual Studio. So otherwise you can go to tools, NuGet package manager, and package manager settings, and you would have a package sources. I've already added public feed and the public feed URL here. So otherwise you can add the public feed here. Now the next step is we want to import the import the NuGet packages to this solution. So manage NuGet package, and I believe this feed is here. Yeah, directly just let's copy this. So this is make sure your package source is pointed to the public feed, ch public feed, and yeah, so this is giving me package here. So I'm just installing the latest version. I have the latest sandbox. So this is added now, so you can see here. Now let's create connection. So I'll just add a class. Let's call it mClient or mConnector, or anything is fine. mClient.cs. For the demo purpose, I already have written these things. So just let's copy this method, and so let's resolve these namespaces. So let's just quickly look at the code. This code also I have taken from here itself. We have authentication. So as you see, name, client ID, client secret, redirect URL. We do have a password authentication here. So you need an endpoint and all these things. So let's quickly see URI endpoint. This is where our sandbox URL. And next 4 P's, as we created OAuth client and OAuth client, so from there we need to pick up client ID, client secret, and we already created a user and password. So username and password we need to mention here. Then we can call the mClient factory to create a connection, to create a client. So this is done here. Let's code it in this. I also have connection written here as well. Just let me pull this, or we need to make async and task, as this is, we are trying to call the async operation now. So using system threading, yep, all these things. WebClient SDK provides us a way to test the connection first before writing any queries or doing any operations. We can test the connection first. So there is a test connection async available. If everything works out and it is able to make the connection, then it will be successful. If not, it will throw an exception. Let's quickly test this. So we got connection is successful. Okay, so that means we can make the connection. Let's see. I'll just change few things here just to test. Maybe if it throws exception. Oh, sorry. As username is incorrect, it should show us exception. Yeah, correct. Exception occurred, unable to connect, unable to authorize with the specified credential. So this exception message is also super helpful. So that's all we require to connect using WebClient SDK. In the next videos, we will have a look at how to query, how to create all the CRUD operations, how we can perform using WebClient SDK. But that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.